This morning, an important health alert for you as we head into the summer months, and it is about sunscreen. There has been a growing debate online about whether or not we should be wearing it. It's a so-called anti-sunscreen movement, and there are videos going around online like this one here with influencers telling their followers to skip the sunblock, saying it causes cancer. Joining us now to talk about this, debunk some of those myths on a really important topic, Megan Francis, nurse practitioner, owns her own aesthetic practice in Arlington. We appreciate you joining us this morning. Want to start with the most important part here. We know experts say sunscreen does not cause cancer. Can you break down how important it is and how sunscreen actually works?
So sunscreen is vital. There are actually two types of sunscreens. There are chemical sunscreens and physical sunscreens. Chemical sunscreens are absorbed by your body, and basically they take the UV rays, chemically change them, and prevent them from harming you, while physical sunscreens sit on top of your skin and reflect the UV rays. I think some of this cancer scare came from a few years ago when Johnson & Johnson was using benzene in their aerosol sprays. However, that has been removed. And, we really should not be taking advice from influencers online.
Yeah, and that is such an important point. A lot of misinformation out there. Skin cancer, we know it is the most common cancer in the U.S. How important is it to protect yourself? But again, also make sure that you're getting the correct information.
So 1 in 5 Americans will actually develop skin cancer in their lifetime, and it is so important and preventable. We can prevent this. So, it's important to wear sunscreen every day, all year round. It's a bit of a misconception that you only have to wear sunscreen outside. You can actually get UV rays from your window. They reflect even on cloudy days. I know people like to think they don't need sunscreen on a cloudy day, but it's important even in winter when you're skiing outside, it's reflecting off snow. Very, very important to wear sunscreen every day and to follow the directions on your sunscreen, as each one is a little bit different. But a good rule of thumb is reapplying at least every 2 hours, and more frequently every 40 minutes if you're sweating, and each and every time you come out of a body of water.
Okay, and then I want to ask you, what are some of the best sunscreen recommendations that you have?
So I always like to choose a mineral sunscreen. While sunscreens do not cause cancer, I want to reiterate that, there is some thought that chemical sunscreens can damage marine life. So I always like a physical sunscreen. I know that Eucerin makes a really good, non-expensive sunscreen that works on all skin types, because that's one of the biggest barriers to using mineral sunscreen is a white cast. However, it was a bit of a mission of mine to test sunscreens on all skin types, and we did find that Eucerin did not cast a white cast on darker skin, and they're getting really good about this. It's not like that old school, lifeguard with the white nose. They're getting much better at mineral sunscreens.
Okay, 10 seconds left. Another popular topic has been this debate over self-tanners versus tanning oils. What's safe here? What's the best route to go?
Do not use tanning oils. They actually make it so that you absorb more UV rays and more effectively. So again, 1 in 5 Americans get skin cancer. Do not use tanning oils. Self-tanner, as long as it doesn't have a lot of chemicals and uses DHA, which comes from plants, is completely safe.
All right, Megan Francis, thank you so much. Very important information there. We appreciate it.